for the presentation.
Yeah, thank you. It's my honor to introduce to you Bill and Beth Soderlund and their parents, Bill Sr. and Joan. It's so nice to have your family here. It's a little bit more of an active crowd than we're used to at our school board meeting. So we welcome them here tonight. It's very nice to see some children in the room. I had the honor and pleasure of meeting Bill and Beth a few months ago when Mr. Sean Keating, our high school chemistry teacher, and I went out to their farm. They hosted us for cookies and coffee. And I listened as Bill and Sean talked about to the philosophy of teaching high school science and the importance of engaging our students in further research and how important that is to society. And I learned a lot. And I know that our kids will have the opportunity to learn a lot more. Thank you. Thanks to your generous donation. The donation itself consists of some additional science equipment that will outfit not only our capstone chemistry lab, but also some of the other science labs as well. I know that Mr. Soderlund can speak to that equipment much more eloquently than I. So we welcome you here tonight, and thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Bill Soderlund. This is my lovely wife, Beth. My mother and father, Joan and Bill Soderlund. I thought, well, I can write out something or I'll speak extemporaneously. And I mentioned that to my mom. She says, please be brief. So I'll try to do that. You know, Beth and I talked, we got the letter about the capstone project, and I think that's just wonderful. Thank you to everybody on the school board, and Dr. Peterson and Annette and everybody, the teachers, the board members. I just thank you for doing this. This is great. I mean, you're unsung heroes because nobody really knows what you're doing behind the scenes. And it's appreciated. The school's really run well. And Annette, I mean, just marvelous. But we, Beth and I talked about this, and you know, we really have a lot of faith, and faith is really important to us. And we believe in faith that this is something that's very important. And sometimes something very small can have a big effect. And we just believe in faith that every one of the students that's going to come in through the lab and through other facilities within the science lab are going to be touched, and we're going to encourage some of them to go into research, because I'll tell you what, I believe with all my heart that the cure for cancer, cerebral palsy, infectious diseases, there's all kinds of problems out there in the health world, and the answers are laying right in front of us. We just don't see them. We need to get the kids interested in looking for where the answers are. You know, so I'm just believing that this little contribution here is going to help, and I think somebody from St. Peter, some of the kids are going to come out and have some breakthroughs. I just invite everybody else to believe that, because you know, when you believe something in faith, it seems to happen. So this is science, you know, and faith, and you bring them together, and that's why we're here tonight. And it's really important for me to honor my mother and father. About 30-some years ago, my dad called me up and said, Mom was kind of after him to ask me if he bought another drugstore. My dad's a pharmacist, he had a drugstore in Northfield. If he bought another drugstore, would I be willing to manage it? And I said, sure. I was living up in Minneapolis, and I wanted to get out in the rural area. And we looked at a store in New Prague, and that just didn't work out. And then Bob Swedberg had the Swedberg Drug here in St. Peter, and that's the one we ended up with. So, you know, just happenstance, we ended up coming here. And my family, my kids have been born here, they've gone to school here, and here we are tonight. So just, Mom told Dad to call me and ask me that question, and Dad called me, and then so here we are. My mom and Dad have just been wonderful. Mom's going to nudge us, but so I was a carpenter by trade. I'm living up in Minneapolis, and I wanted to move down south to get some farmland. And So when I started running the drugstore, I knew how to hammer nails, but I didn't know anything about running a drugstore. And eventually, I went back to school as an adult and became a pharmacist. So that's just a lot of different things happen. I just wanted to honor my mom and dad. They have led me through my life. They encouraged me. I'm in St. Peter because of both of them. Made a sacrifice to allow me the opportunity to be here. And I just want to thank them publicly. I think this is really a good opportunity, and to dedicate the lab and this contribution to both of you. So anyway,
Thank you, Peter.
just want to be brief. I can go on and on. Yeah. Oh, and then Mom and Dad moved to St. Peter in September of last year, so they were in Northfield. And they came here, so they could see them every day. So, and Beth was really encouraging about making the contribution. She thinks it's a great thing. So thank you everybody for what you're doing and giving us the opportunity to participate in what you're doing, what the teachers are doing, and that all is just wonderful. So thank you.
Before you leave, I think it would be appropriate if we had a motion to accept.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Further discussion?
Yeah, as a member of the Gifts and Donations Committee, I just want to thank you. This gift is going to make a difference in students' lives. The options this opens up within our sciences, combined with teachers like Mr. Keating, who you've met, I think is really going to make a huge difference. And our goal is always to strive to give every St. Peter student the best education possible, regardless of what obstacles are in the way, and you just took away a bunch of them. And so, thank you very much.